Hey, listen up, guys. This is your boy Millennial. Giving a shout out, first video ever. Doing off a little Fire 7 tablet, so the video quality is not going to be that great, nor probably the audio. Sorry, I'm a little bit mumbly, smoking a bag. Well, anyways, I was just wanting to start this video first off to give a shout out to all the millennials out there. Sorry, that are having a little bit of trouble in life. I'm right there with you, trying to figure everything out. 28 years old, 27. Why do I keep saying 28? I'm 27 years old. Haven't really gotten much in terms of, equity or whatever you would probably track it as monetary gain, but I ain't got much as far as that goes. I got my education. I've always had a certain, I don't know, kind of twist to my brain to where I can analyze things a little bit more clearly than most people. Up until recently, it hasn't actually helped me because I lack, like most millennials, discipline, focus. I'm more of a I want it now kind of guy, and I think that's how most millennials feel about everything. But why I'm starting this channel is I was recently let go from my job at a corporate facility due to pretty fucked up reasonings on their part. I didn't fit into their mold or whatever. A few millennials do, you know what I'm saying. Corporate life fucking sucks anyways. Yeah, there's always been an issue between me and authority as far as that goes. I was considered a hothead at my job. I'm not gonna mention where I work, but I was considered a hothead, the guy that always blew up. But I was the guy that fucking stood up to anybody, regardless of their rank or position, because if you're right, that's fine. If I'm right, that's fine. The thing is, I want a mutual respect going on between us if we're going to work in the same environment, and I don't see that as, asking for too much, a little bit of respect. Apparently, any corporations think that's wild. These motherfuckers ask for respect, don't give it to them. You know what I mean? But, I started this channel because I had a little bit of free time, and I've been doing stuff on the side, and it's looking like I'm not going to have to go back to the corporate world, which really excites me because I'm doing a lot of stuff in my personal life that's gaining me monetary value, but really increasing my happiness, like, substantially. Like, you don't even know. I got a girlfriend, and sex has been crazy because I've been happy. But anyways, I got fired, and I started doing all this stuff to decide what I really wanted to do with my life, and that was a little bit more difficult of a journey than I would have expected. I had some goals lined out, years ago, money-wise, and then I started watching shout out to Joe Rogan. I love Joe Rogan, and he's made me realize that it ain't just about monetary values. It's about where you want to be at as a person too. You gotta have monetary. That's equity. You gotta have equity, but you also gotta show empathy towards others while you gain equity, which is kind of hard. How do you become a rich asshole, or how do you become rich without becoming a rich asshole? That whole dilemma that people face. But I've been watching, like I said, I've been watching a lot of Joe Rogan, and he's kind of opened up my perspective as far as focusing on, just one thing. Focus on wider. Cast my net wider, basically, is what I'm saying. And I think you all should too. But like I said, I stumbled onto something I might not have to go back to. It's not this YouTube channel. That's not. I'm hoping this might take off, but something else. Stumbled on something else monetarily that will hopefully allow me not to have to go back to the corporate world, because oh god, that made me miserable. But I'm starting, or the channel, for descriptive purposes of what the channel will be. I'll be talking about, a lot of current news from my perspective and what's going on with the whole, CERN thing in Switzerland. I got a lot of interest in that concerning the paranormal spikes. I thought that shit was crazy. Uploading your subconscious or your conscious mind into a database, concept of immortality, that's fucking crazy. And at the same time that this concept of immortality, where you upload your consciousness to a computer, is being released, they're releasing all this news about now they can infuse young blood into old people to keep them young, or they can halt something in your genes to stop you from aging past the point that you are now. There's research into this, and it's all so fucking coincidental for me that this is all happening at the same time. You can upload your consciousness, and then now you can stay young forever. Two routes you can go. As we're standing at a point in history, a point in time, where our species has to decide if we're gonna take a path. They're called Great Barriers, I believe, and I think we're approaching one that humanity might not pass through. We're either gonna kill each other, which is very possible, very fucking possible. We're all gonna kill each other because we got biological weapons, nuclear weapons that can destroy the world. I'm exaggerating, thousands of times over, though, at least thousands of times over. And then we got biological agents that can just wipe off, humanity off the face of the planet. And then there's the Earth itself, which develops. The Earth is kind of like an organism in and of itself, because it develops, like global warming. It develops certain tools to get rid of invading species, and in which case humanity is the invading species. We're destroying Earth and it wants rid of us, which would make sense. I'd want to get rid of us too. We're like fucking fleas, you wouldn't want fleas crawling around, or lice, or we're like a cancer to the Earth, and we try to get rid of cancer all the time. So fuck, link it. Well, anyways, and CERN, they're about to bring their large collider online. I forget what the name of it's called. Their upgrade that they made to it, which increases its energy exponentially. They're about to bring it online, and that's kind of a scary thought because of what's being linked to CERN, and with the whole the god of, in Indian culture, the god of death, the goddess of death, Shiva, I think, Shiva. Her statue is depicted. They got a statue of her over the Hadron Collider in CERN, Switzerland. They got over the collider, they got a statue of the goddess of death, which I found very, very interesting. And that all these scientists that are working on CERN have been experiencing paranormal activities, like they will tell you themselves that they have, and that all these men of science are all of a sudden becoming religious. I find that interesting. These men that have devoted their whole lives to science and factual based arguments are reverting back to religion. because I'm an atheist myself, and I'm gonna lose views and I'm gonna gain views by saying that. Atheist or agnostic, how you want to look at it. And I'm not sure there's a God, definitely not a Catholic or a Christian God, but there might have been a higher creator, maybe some kind of alien life form out there. I don't know, open-minded, but I don't believe in the Christian God as far as that goes, or his depiction, or Christianity's depiction of God. I don't believe in that at all. But this was just a little description to let you know what the channel is going to consist of, and I kind of went on a rant there for a second, but that's what this channel is going to be. Oh, in case you didn't see this is a werewolf. I got a little onesie outfit. This is my lazy day fucking outfit. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna upload more videos in the future, and I hope that this will help people and maybe spark some conversations and help develop people's minds a little bit, or open up their perspective is my main objective. Alright, you guys take it easy. Stay chill.